Alright, guys, I'm back. And guess who else is back? AMC. So, this is why I think that we're back right here, okay? I don't know if you guys saw this, but there's a new lawsuit out on AMC, okay? And it's basically the Allegheny County Employees Retirement System is pursuing, an action complaint in the Delaware court. Basically, they're requesting a restraining order for, against the planned March 14th conversion date. And they want at least 30 days to go do discovery so they can then file for an injunction against this, okay? And the people that they're actually trying to sue, or suing, I guess, would be Adam Aaron and the board of AMC, okay? So, okay, I don't know about a lot of you guys, but for me, AMC, a couple of years ago, I've always tried to talk about it on here, but I just couldn't fully get into it because it was just, there's a lot of stuff going on with this, and it's just, anybody who's dismissive of this, 9 times out of 10 who I've seen, is either you're in it and you get it, or you weren't in it, and then after seeing what happened with it, you're like, of course this wouldn't happen. It's not real, So, in the way that I felt was, it was kind of stuck, but it was definitely legit in the way that it happened. Okay, so I got into this thing when it was like $3, $4 a couple of years back. Families, friends, a whole bunch of people that I was in this with. So, and I remember specifically back when, the share price closed at $8.01, and then I was there when the stock ran to $70. Okay. But then I also noticed a trend with AMC. And that's every time that I saw this stock about to run, right? Or when it was already having its run, you can go back and you can look at the timestamps every single time. I noticed that, like, there would be news, okay? And the news would either the board would be selling, or the CEO, Adam Aaron, he would be selling shares. Okay, and it was always sugar coated, but that doesn't really matter. The only thing that matters is you sell a heavily shorted stock. You give the people trying to short and kill your stock ammunition, and you give them a way out. And every single time that these guys that were trying to kill their company, and the only reason why their company even is right here right now is because of the people that bought into it, the shareholders. If none of the shareholders bought into it, this company would have died back in 2020. And that's without a doubt, because it was already halfway there, you know. So, yeah, it would be. And then, of course, the last part was, the ape spinoff. And, some people have different theories on what they think ape is or what it can do. Only thing that I got from it, man, was when you do any kind of splits like that with a company like this, if you want to beat the shorts, you have to give it something that they can't themselves duplicate or replicate. It's got to be something that they cannot physically, deliver. That will be that if you did that, that's something that would actually force them to cover. Okay, ape is not something that was gonna force them to cover. To me, it just seems like, like I didn't know at first when it happened. I had no idea what to think. I didn't know if it was good or bad because I just don't know. There's not a lot of these, preferred equity units. That this barely happens. Okay, it doesn't happen a lot. I've only seen it in, you could say, I can't even say MMTLP. Warren Buffett stock, Berkshire. Um, there's probably another new one that did it, but it doesn't happen a lot, right? So I tell you all of this, I'm not trying to pick sides, and I don't like Abe, I like AMC, or I don't like Adam Aaron. I really don't care. I was in this to make money. Okay, that's what the stock market is here for. It's here so you can make money. It's one of the best things on this earth that can help you make money in a short amount of time or a long amount of time. It is the best money making, one of the best money making systems in the world. Okay, so that's why I was there, because I thought there was gonna be a short squeeze, and you know, I was there to make a whole lot of money. So, and ape to me, that just, it was like Like it gave them a way out. Especially when I heard there was an interview when they were talking about how ape could be used to basically as collateral for a short position in AMC. And if you have that, I mean, it was speculation at the time, but look at what happened to the price. It's like everything got kept down. Now the crazy part is this news right here, okay? And I'm telling you this so you can understand where I'm coming from with the stock, okay? I'm the trader that I am now because of this stock. I made money. I also developed an understanding of what all makes a stock run on Wall Street, to the best of my abilities. Now, I now know how important it is to know who the CEO of a company is that you will have your money in, okay? As well as the board. It's got to be somebody, depending on how long you want it there for or what you want, to go down. You got to be able to trust these guys because some of these people that are here, you can just see how they operate, man. They do weird, shady stuff, and then you just got to pay attention to the CEO. Most importantly, I now understand better than ever before, like where opportunity is in the market, as well as the realistic possibilities. Okay, so with AMC, with a reverse split off the table, there is opportunity in these two stocks. Okay, I will Ape will talk about, but definitely in AMC if you don't get that reverse split. Okay, so as it stands right now, if the reverse split is taken off the table, AMC is back. And if you haven't been around AMC and you don't understand, I'll tell you in 5 letters. Okay? MOASS. Now, everybody's heard those 5 letters. The possibility of that happening and not happening technically are still there. What I mean by this, when people hear that, MOAS, when they hear that, they're thinking $1,000, maybe 2,000, maybe 5,000, maybe 200, maybe 100, maybe 500, maybe 50. Nobody knows what number. You ask somebody, they get a different number. I think that the possibility for this thing, even being considered, be able to go to $50 again, is technically that for me. All right. What I'm saying is the possibility of it running, period, is now on the table. And the possibility of it not having the MOAS is on the table. Why I say that is because people have been holding this stock for like 2-3 years. Okay. And whether anybody wants to admit it or not, if that stock ran to $50, $60 tomorrow, people are selling 100%. There's no way that they're not. Okay. Because the community that it had is not what it is right now. It's not the same. Okay, people are, they need money. People are broken. Some people don't talk anymore. Some of the guys that they had on here, your leaders or whatever that you followed and led you to this stock, they're not even on here anymore making these videos. I don't even see them. And I don't blame them. And that's part of the reason why I didn't want to make any videos at the beginning either, is because I knew eventually at one point, if this didn't go the right way, people are, stuff's going to start to happen. Which is why I got to be careful with what I say. Now, I see a run on the stock price. Again, this is if there is no reverse split. If we get more news that there is no reverse split, I think the stock price is going to increase, okay? Like I said, APE was the mechanism that they used to dry up the problem of the AMC situation that they had, of all these illegal shares, counterfeit shares. That's what they were, that were out there, the speculation, allegedly, right? That ape, they told you that they were using that to cover for AMC. They initially gave them a whole different class of whatever, just a whole different out. And on top of that, they have possibilities of dropping even more of these. But with this in place, and then if they get the injunction to where you can't do it at all, and then I don't know, it just opens up so many doors. Because if that's the case, then all the stuff behind all that ape stuff, all the things that the company could do is probably going to get put on hold. So this is why I say that it's a possibility. We have to watch this very closely, all right, as it develops. But take that reverse split off the table. We're talking. But personally, here's the thing. So people are kind of on the fence about is no reverse split on the table. So does that mean AMC and Ape are both going to have a run, or does that just mean AMC? Or my thinking is, the only reason that people bought Ape was because what I got from it was if you can use it as collateral, and clearly I was the ones that believed that you do have these counterfeit shares, and if you have the problem with counterfeit shares, okay, you just go buy Ape up. But now, if there is going to be no reverse squeeze, the only reason that they bought Ape was because eventually it was going to be AMC. So if you no longer have the conversion, or you don't know when the conversion is going to happen, what's the point of having Ape? What do they need Ape for? Okay, that's one. So one theory is, Ape, I don't see it going anywhere. I see AMC would be the one that goes everywhere. Two would be, if they have no conversion, there's technically nothing to stop Ape from ever getting more Ape. Okay, because they've been doing stuff to that too to game the price on it to keep it around the same range so that these guys can always do what they want to do. I don't know, or maybe just make money because they like making money. But Ape, you know, is something gonna come out to where they say, okay, you know, is it gonna be, yeah, we'll still take Ape even if it isn't converted, for the next year, we'll still take it as a short. Okay, cool. And then on the other end, if it's not taken as a short, okay, and they get no more Ape on the table, now there's no out for it. Now is it okay? Now you also got to start actually delivering on these apes. So it's two possibilities. Like I don't know what's gonna happen with ape. AMC, if you don't have that reverse split, I can see it running, right? Where we'll talk about later because I got to chart it, look at it. AMC is a crazy chart to look at. If you chart stocks, it is wild. Ape, it all depends on if they're going to continue to take it as a short. You know what I mean? And then on the other end is if the reverse split, if they actually get the injunction and they actually can't drop more ape. If they can't drop more ape, that means that it is the way that it is right now. And so if it's heavily shorted and these guys have to end up coming to, you gotta face the light, what's gonna happen? Don't know. So we need to know if ape is taken as collateral for AMC of AMC short, okay. And then also to pay attention to is if the reverse split restraining order that these guys want will take place. I got a new love for Pittsburgh. I was already a Steelers fan, but definitely now with that lawsuit that they filed, man. Because I'm telling you, before that it was funny because I was just talking to somebody about AMC today. About where it could have been and what happened to it and what's going to happen. And this it was a whole basic I don't know, and we still technically are at I don't know. You know, but what I will say is that for the first time in a long time, this right here, this is like this is justice. For the first time in a long time, it feels like it's AMC time again. And I don't know if if you weren't in the stock before, let me tell you something. This stock is crazy. It is any of the top heavily shorted plays that you have on the market right now. If AMC isn't second, it's first. Okay, it's first. And I would think that the problem only got worse since then because they think that they had an out. You had these people still would believe in this company. It's fine to keep your shares in it. Like keep your shares of AMC because for that one chance of it going and doing what it's doing. But to still basically be buying and buying and buying and buying, besides getting your average share price down, this was just so weird for me to do. Like there's no reason why you would buy into that. Like there's nothing. They have there's no chart that you can look at. There's nothing that the company was doing to get you to think, oh, this is gonna go up, and no, nothing. Even from Just nothing, man. Because the overall market is in general is not in a good spot. It's not. There's no reason to keep buying this other than a squeeze. This brings it back. For me, this brings it back. For other people, this brings it back. If you really know or you really feel AMC, um, this if you really follow AMC, this is good for you. I think this is good news. Okay, because that guy, I don't know about you, but it's been giving me bad feelings, man. Plus, who has you got A in the first name, A in the last name. Who is this guy? You know, who is he? Adam Aaron. Who is he? All right, guys. This is all I had for you on AMC. I will come at you later with we're gonna look at the chart on it, see what we see. But I will track this from now on. I will be involved in the AMC community. Please just go easy. Maybe this time it'll be different. But let's go. We got New Hope. I'm out.